Ladies and gentlemen, I present Ontario's Executive Council. Ministers, congratulations.
2 weeks ago today, this cabinet shuffle was supposed to reset the Ford government amidst dismal polls and booing of the Premier. Instead, it blew up within hours, mired in the controversy of an appointment scandal that led to Doug Ford's Chief of Staff, Dean French, stepping down. And now we are in the dog days of summer when Queen's Park is a ghost town. Now, the Ford government must be hoping this patronage mess will die down, but the Liberals are doing everything they can to keep it alive. They've asked the Integrity Commissioner, David Wake, to investigate, but he sent them back this letter saying even if he did investigate and even if he found a huge scandal, he would never be able to release it publicly. He would have to give it to Doug Ford, and it would be up to him to release it. So it seems that there are gaps in the checks and balances. Here's what the interim Liberal leader had to say about it.
Mr. French was someone of tremendous influence in this government. His track record includes directing police to make arrests, sole sourcing a custom van for the Premier, or his involvement in the attempted appointment of Mr. Tavernier as OPP Commissioner. There's a very clear pattern of heavy-handedness and bad judgment, and I believe it speaks directly to the Premier's judgment. I firmly believe that it's in the public interest to have a better understanding of what happened and to take steps to ensure that it never happens again.
Now, to be fair, all parties in power in the past have appointed people with ties to them. But in this one case that got Dean French in so much trouble, a 26-year-old who played lacrosse with his son was appointed to a $165,000 job in New York. Now, there is an appointment review committee that is supposed to be able to interview appointees if they have questions, but they only have 30 days to do so. If they aren't able to interview them within 30 days, the appointment is rubber stamped, and the NDP say the Ford government has been stonewalling them on this appointment process.
This is, I believe, the maybe 45th, 46th time that the government has refused that members, potential appointees, appear before the committee.
It seems there are no checks and balances in place here, from the Integrity Commissioner, who, if he does a report, it won't be made public, it won't be transparent, to the Appointment Review Committee that is repeatedly stonewalled.
Let's be clear, this stonewalling of that committee is a relatively recent occurrence. I mean, this has happened every single opportunity that the government has had under the Conservatives.
Now, Doug Ford still has not spoken publicly about Dean French or this appointment scandal. His spokesperson did send me a statement today, in part stating the NDP claims are, quote, just another example of their political games. The government has said it will launch a review of all pending appointments.